So we already understood the structure of the code that we wrote. Today we'll be looking at the keyword class and we'll be understanding what this keyword is all about. It's not just a keyword, it's a lot more than that. So hello Ravens, this is Gitesh, you're watching Spunky Quark. Let's roll in with the intro. So what is a class? In object-oriented programming approach, we relate our program to the real-world objects, right? Suppose you want to create a car. For creating such a big thing, you first need to create a prototype or a model of it, right? On papers, which is also called the design. So beforehand, you'll know that what kind of car it will be, what will be the color, how many tires will be there, and how many steerings and mirrors will be there, and what that car can do. That means what that car can perform. With performance, I mean acceleration, deceleration, or braking, starting the car. So after you have the plan or the design, you'll simply go with the plan and you'll execute that plan and make a working model of car, correct? So in real world, this design is called a blueprint or a model, but in programming's world, it's called a class. So class is nothing but a design or a prototype of an object that we are going to create. So you might be thinking, are we going to create cars using coding? Definitely not. We are not going to create real world cars. In fact, we will be creating cars inside our machines that will run on our screens. We can control those cars. Are you able to guess where we can do that? If you are thinking a car racing game, that's absolutely correct. So in car racing games, there are different cars of different color, different size, different models, and they all have 4 tires, 1 steering wheel. We can accelerate the cars, we can stop the cars, we can start the cars, right? These are some features and behaviors or functionalities of the car. Suppose we take a feature of car, that is the color. Different car has different colors. Some have blue color, some have green color, some have red color. Basically, these features vary from car to car or object to object. So let's see, what does a class contain? As we discussed, an object has features and functionalities, that is the behaviors. So a class contains the features and functionalities of the object. It doesn't contain the value that the object will be or the car will be of blue color or green color, but it will definitely contain the attributes, that is a car will have a color, a car will have a number of tires, a car will be able to accelerate or start. That's predefined, right? So that's what a class contains, and depending on those attributes, those features and functionalities, we create objects. So a class can contain multiple variables, and these attributes in which the features of the car will be contained are called the variables. Variables are called variables because their values varies from time to time and object to object. We'll be discussing about variables in more detail in the future video. But for now, you need to understand that class contains different variables, like a variable for storing the color of the car, a variable for storing the number of tires of the car, a variable for storing the speed of the car. So these are the variables. And there are also functionalities, like a functionality for starting the car, a functionality for accelerating the car and applying brakes to the car. These are the functionalities that car can perform, right? So these are called methods in Java, which are also contained inside the class. So classes contains 2 things, the features or the variables and the behaviors or functionalities, that is the methods. We'll also see about methods in our future videos. Don't worry about it right now. So that was all. Let's summarize it once again. A class is a prototype or a design that contains variables for containing or storing the features of an object, and it also contains methods for defining what kind of functionalities and behaviors the object can have. So that was a class, guys. That's all for today. If you enjoyed the video and understood it, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. If you have any doubt, comment it down below and I'll be replying to your comments as soon as possible. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, go hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell icon so that you get all the future videos that comes in. With that, this is Ritesh rolling out for the next video. Till then, learn, code and reload.